It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the... this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Set.
Love throwing to start us off. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. The tip definitely broke up that throw. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 4th down, here's Love. Throw is caught by the back. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
Here we go.
Love out of the shotgun. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as a QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Hey, Brett. Ready?
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brought to a halt by Deonte Banks. He gets a couple, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
Ready. Cut.
Play fake, it's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Cut by Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Dillon takes it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. A.J. Dillon, the touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returnable from the 1. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They will not get another play off. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll begin the quarter with 2nd and 8. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Taken in by Bellinger. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Locked to throw it. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jair Alexander with the stop.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. To throw, here's Locke. Catch is made, it's Jalen Hyatt. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. A handoff to Tracy. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Giants using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Locked down. incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, if he gets to pad his stats a little bit, with the high percentage make.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Down.
Looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. Now he takes it. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On now is McManus to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here's Locke. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Locke looking to throw. Man there, it's Malik Neighbors. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a big...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Packers are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Set, ready. Set.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the running. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. Hut, hut.
Kicks the handoff, now Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Set, hut. Set, hut.
Love from the gun. Into a crowd and intercepted. That's Bobby Okereke. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love back to it after the pick. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Up the sideline, past the 45. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 6 and a first down as well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
First down throw, here's Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Let's go. Ready.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Ready.
Thrown on first down, Love. Has it down close. Touchdown, Green Bay. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's out of bounds up across the 25. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants losing by 4. They've got first down from the 31. They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Has his man, it's Tracy. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down. Now stick with Singletary. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants jump in front late. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after. And now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Gano ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Cut, cut.
Setting up to pass. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Ready?
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. Timeout taken by the offense. Their second. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Ready? Ready.
They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Set. Ready. Set.
Back to throw. Near the goal line. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Starting at the 10. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here he is to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now. Hyatt with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll look to throw it. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Gano ready to send this away. Nixon now to return it. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd